All right, and we're back again. It's your boy the King. You already know the vibes. Follow my Instagram, all that good stuff. We're back with Two Tone Talk. We got CJ and we got my boy Justin over here. Let's get it, baby. Go ahead, say what's up. Say what's up.
It's good, yo. It's good. It's Justin in the bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, CJ Bankroll,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so we're gonna dive right into it. We've been the past two podcasts. We've been on dating, relationships, stuff like that. So we're gonna kind of go more into a sense like that. The first question we're gonna start off. We're gonna start pretty simple. In a relationship, who do you guys think is the prize? Is it the man or is it the woman?
Woman is for sure the prize.
You think so?
For sure.
And why do you say that?
Because the woman, a man looks at the woman as like the trophy, the one that he should protect. You know, the one that he's going to spend the rest of his life with. That is the person he's gonna come home to. So like that's all descriptions of a gift, a prize, something that you win. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
at the end of the day, that is yours.
Yeah.
Right.
100%. 100%. Okay. And what do you think?
Nah, he said it. I agree.
You
I
agree
think,
with the
yeah,
same
the
thing,
woman
Sam?
is just the prize. That's it.
See, me personally, everybody looks at it as yes, the woman's the prize. You got to work for her to get her. But if you really put it in paper, if you're actually really looking at it from what perspective, the guy has to build himself up to either be confident, funny, financially free, whatever the case may be, just for him to even get his foot in the door with the girl in the first place. So if he's not rich, confident, if he doesn't have any of these qualities, he's the prize because he has to work himself up to get himself in that position to be able to get the woman that he wants. And for the women to want, because you got to think about it, what are women most attracted to in men? Assertive, dominant, leader, all that stuff, confident. So for you to have all those stuff, you have to be somewhat successful in a sense. So me personally, if I'm working my ass off to become a millionaire, to get myself in a financial status, then she's the prize, but not over me because I'm the one who built myself up when she was just waiting at the finish line.
I can't argue that. I'm not gonna lie. That's
see
a
what I'm
fair
saying?
point. You know what I'm saying? You have to go both ways. I mean, if anything, you're both the prize. You know what I'm saying? She should be looking at you as a prize the same way you look at her as a prize.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And do you think you should put your girl on a pedestal, your woman on a pedestal?
Pedestal of what?
Like, as in, like, put her as in, like, she's better than you. You know, like, how do I explain it? Like, on a pedestal, like, above you. Like, you're giving her everything.
Better than me?
Yeah, like, she's above you.
She's not better than me.
Okay.
What do you mean, like standards?
What do you
Like, all right, so if a girl and a guy are in a relationship and you're putting her on a pedestal, she's your main priority. That's all you worry about 24/7. It's always her. It's whatever she says matters. Like, she's on the pedestal. What she says goes. And do you think that's a successful relationship? That would get a successful relationship out of that tactic itself?
No.
Wait, that's two different questions. So, if he's controlling, if she's controlling and what she says goes, or if I'm putting her on the pedestal.
I wouldn't say controlling, but if
I'm
you're putting
just,
her on a
like,
pedestal,
simping
it's
to her.
her word goes simping. Yes.
So should
Putting
I
her on a pedestal is like simping. Yes.
simping
Exactly.
to her? That's what you want?
Mhm.
That's the question?
Yeah.
Should I be simping to
Yeah.
my woman? No. I mean, like, it depends what you say simping is,
Well,
like, there's levels of simping.
this is what I consider simping.
There's levels.
If
for
your
sure.
girl, if your woman is not adding any value to you and you're adding everything to her, you're giving her men. That's why I say men and women shouldn't be friends, because women don't really add that much value to a man as a man adds so much value to a woman's life. So simping in my eyes, it's if the female is not adding value back to the value that you're already giving.
Yeah, I feel like it's equal though too. Yeah, you're in your ways, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't, change your mind. But again, it's supposed to be equal showings of, you know, whatever energy you're putting out there. Like I don't think you should be looking at that person because he's doing most of the heavy lifting in the relationship. But I don't think it should be that way. You know what I'm saying? It's, you're both bringing something to the relationship. That's why it's a partnership. You know what I'm
But
saying?
who brings
So,
more? Who adds more? It's not 50-50. Who would you say adds more?
I mean, what is that lady doing when she's at home, though? That's what I'm saying. She's, taking care of the house that you paid for, you know what I'm saying? If she wasn't there, then the house wouldn't be, in the shape and the manner that it probably is, You'd probably be throwing shit around because you're trying to get to work the next day and stuff like that. You're coming home tired. That's why, you know what I'm saying? In that role, if she wanted to play that role, she would be doing, her part, And that's the team that you would be, putting yourself in.
I look at it as the best role a woman can play
If that's
in
what she wanted to
society
do.
would be a mother, staying home, taking care of the kids. That's the hardest job itself. And if a woman, men nowadays, they look at a woman who's at home with her kids. They rather have that than a girl that's out here working a job, trying to get an education. Because what does that bring? With more education, that's more money. And the more money that she gets, she's going to want you to be at even higher than her. Because women don't want equals. They want a man that's better than them. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, that's true. But I feel like that's where like standards come in, because it's just like, before I used to think it was cool to have a girl that just did nothing except for like whatever I pretty much told her to do, like just always with me. But it gets annoying after a while, and you start to lose interest in somebody that feel like they don't really got a future. Like, yeah, I do feel like being a mother is very important, and I used to think that like stay-at-home female or stay-at-home woman is like everything, but I feel like now my motive has changed a little bit. Like, I want somebody that's working or that like want to do something for herself, because like, yeah, I'm gonna be bringing in all the money or whatever, but nigga, it's a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
I
it's a
feel
lot
that
to
way, too,
maintain a
for
house.
sure.
It's a lot to maintain a family. Like, regardless, like, yeah, you could do it by yourself if you bust your ass, but like, that's the whole point of having a partner. You know what I mean? For y'all two to work together. So, like, I don't know. It's kind of
And-
who you are as a person, like what you looking for. You know what I mean?
And I agree with you on that 100%, because nowadays it's like all messed up. Right? Like, they want a girl who's going to stay home, doesn't do anything, doesn't have a job. But then at the end of the day, she's going to be boring. She's not going to have any education. She's not going to be able to help you add any value in any sense. So, yes, I get like the sense of, yeah, like I want my girl to be a stay-at-home mom. I don't want her to be working or anything. But then she's just a bum. And no man wants a bum in their life, because if they want a girl that's just going to make them better. And that's the whole point of having a woman, is because you go 100%. But having that solid woman that's by your side is going to add that extra 20% that you need.
These podcasts gonna make me never want to be in a relationship. This should make my standards go up every time, bro. Because then I start thinking like, damn, these bitches ain't shit.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
for
though.
real, like
It's
that.
crazy
We already knew that,
nowadays.
though.
Oh man,
What is that?
I said we already knew that,
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I
100%.
have my reason for thinking that, Everybody has their reasons for thinking whatever they think, but
so why you feel like you?
try to keep
Question
it
for
real.
both of y'all. Why y'all feel like y'all are the way y'all are? Like, what happened in y'all relationships that made you like think this way or want to think this way?
You want to go first?
Me?
You want me to go first?
Well, I could go. What?
Go ahead, go
This
ahead.
is the trust. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust is just broken, given so many times and throwing spit back into your face. You know what I'm saying? Only one person could take so much, damage.
Mm-hmm.
After a while, it's just like you feel like you're dumb. You're stupid for going back into something that you already knew what it was,
100%. So my situation. So when I'm in a relationship and I'm actually with the girl and I love her, I'm a lover boy. You know what I mean? I get like that. I'm not no simp, but I show my love. So what happened with me, and the reason my mindset is like this, one, it was from being with an abundance of women, obviously. So I know different personalities, how all of them move, maneuver, and I'm really good at studying people and how they act, how they move, stuff like that. But regardless, what made me really how I am today is I was with this girl, loving my life, best relationship ever, and one of the most genuine people in the world. You would never think she would lie to you, anything like that. So then when I found out she did, I kept going back. And me personally, I never go back to any girl. Once I'm done, that's it. That's clips. So I kept doing that, and then I got in the pattern. And then eventually I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I was a bozo. And then, yeah, I got up out of there. And then now we're here. So, yeah. What about you?
Honestly, I feel like I played a lot of roles being around a lot of women. You know what I mean? Like, I played the role of being, like, just the guy friend or the fuck buddy or the sneaky link or the boyfriend. Like, and I just see the way, like, women think in different aspects of everything. And it just really changed my mindset on, like, how to even, like, look, like, view women. You know what I mean? Like, I don't, like, he kind of what he said about the trust, like what y'all was talking about. Like, I don't really trust nobody because I feel like I done seen the most innocent people do some shit. You know what I mean? Like, there be girls on Instagram that will go post her boyfriend, talking about some she had a good day, and you post a selfie, and she liking it, talking about some, oh, yeah, I need a new gym partner. Like, you like, damn, like, you seem like y'all was happy. You know what I mean? But it's just like you be saying in the other podcasts, like, women's always looking for more. And it's just like, but it sucks though, because you can't always say that, because then when men get a certain amount of money, they start looking for better women. So it's just, I feel like it's all
The thing
fucked
with
up.
women is, though, they always think the grass is greener on the other side. And sometimes, yes, it will be 100%. I can't argue that fact. But a lot of the times, they're going to miss specific traits from that guy. Whether the guy is masculine, whether he's a leader, whatever it is, she's going to miss one of those traits from him. And then when she goes to the next guy, it's not going to work because she's still missing that one trait that he doesn't have. And that's why a lot of females want to look for something better, because a lot of guys nowadays, they're weird. They don't have money. They don't know how to talk to females in general. So nowadays, it's even harder, especially for women, because now it's a bunch of weirdos. So...
And they got all these dating shows. They interesting to watch, but me personally, I feel like it's gonna start messing up like society in the way people think, because like, you know, no offense to y'all if y'all gonna be watching this, but y'all on them dating shows is just a little weird. You know what I mean? Like, some of y'all just don't know how to
That's a key
communicate
example.
with women at all. Like, built in like an
Watch
image.
too much TV.
You feel me? Like, built in an image that you feel like every female would like. You work so hard to get your body this way, get tattoos, do this way, cut your hair this way, just so you could look like some Iron Man ass nigga. And then you don't even know how to communicate. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so weird that what I be seeing on TV nowadays, and I feel like a lot of people starting to incorporate that in their everyday life. And we can't necessarily do that because a lot of us are not going to be put in those predicaments that they're put in. I feel like those shows, those dating shows is messing up relationships a little bit, because then females, women, and men too start thinking like, oh yeah, you know, I'm going to find my perfect person by doing some X, Y, and Z, going on this show. Or I'm not going to find nobody unless I look like this, or whatever the case may be. I feel like stuff like that be messing with people's insecurities. Women get terrible advice from them shows because they think it's okay to hop in bed
in general
with multiple niggas. In general, yeah.
Women just give horrible advice.
Bro, from the female artists giving terrible advice, from the people who be giving the interviews, they just all be talking about just fuck niggas. And
You know, it's funny too you said that, because the other day I'm like, yeah, I always knew women give horrible advice, but then there's this girl that I was talking to for my job, and she's telling me the situation, and she goes, yeah, like she was telling me the story, and she was all over the place. I don't know what she was saying. And then she goes, yeah, I suck at telling stories. I go, yeah, that's not just you, that's all females. That was the prime example. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's real-time data right there, statistics. I'm like, can't get much better than that. Okay, now let me ask you guys, when you guys are in relationships, we're on this topic as well, and what you were saying about the dating shows, that's completely true. That ties in. That's like the same thing with social media. It all ties in, because now their egos are inflated, and they think they can either get better. They have the men that are weird, you know. The list goes on. But for you guys personally, what would you guys think your top 3 priorities in a relationship? What would you say? Start with you, Dustin.
Honesty. Teamwork. And full commitment.
I feel like you had a spelling bee right now. When you just said that.
I did have to think about that for a second, because I didn't want to, like, go on top of a word.
He was
you know,
thinking
with
about the
women.
biggest words he could find that had to do with that.
What about you, Chris? What'd you say? Top 3.
Trust.
Okay.
She definitely got to be some type of adventurous. You know what I mean? Like a little spontaneous. Last one's kind of hard. I don't know. She just got to be showing some type of. I feel like we could all always grow. You know what I mean? So as long as she always progressing, like whatever she doing, just progression. You know what I mean? Like she just got to move forward in whatever she doing. Like I don't want to meet a girl that's doing hair, but she want to own her own beauty whatever, and she still doing hair for 10, 15 years. I mean, she not doing that. So
100%. I would say, me personally, I would say loyalty. That's number 1. I would say openness, like you said, openness to learn. Because me personally, and I had this recently, one of my exes called me up and she was telling me, like, a lot of stuff that you told me at the time, I'm like, what the fuck? She thought it was crazy. But now she's using what I taught her, and it's made her so much better with men, in life, just in general. So it's just like she has to be willing to learn, because I have a specific how I am in relationships. So she has to be able to hop on board, because it's my goals. It's not hers. She's gonna hop on my goals. She can have hers on the side as well. I'm never gonna stop that, but it's all about me. Let's be honest.
yeah, this is all about me. Let's be honest.
This guy.
But yes, that does sound like, oh, it's all gonna be me. But at the end of the day, she's gonna be taken care of. If she doesn't want to work, she's never gonna have to work a day in her life. You know, she's gonna have all the experience and outgoing, like anything she can like dream of.
See, the thing is, I think that women are also, some of them, not all of them, some of them just want to be taken care of. But women are also changing the way they think, because like you got to look at some of these women like Kim Kardashian and Rihanna and Ice Spice. They rich, they don't got to work, but they choosing to open up more companies and open up manufacturing companies and own makeup and do
But that's
online
the thing,
websites.
like you said, like Ice Spice, Kim Kardashian, all these girls, yes, they're getting their money and they're doing good, but at the end of the day, they're making it harder for themselves to find a man, because now they have to find a man that's making way more than them, because women don't like to settle. They want a man that's making way more than them, and that's already in the 1%.
Well, that's not true 100%,
I don't think that's
because
true
Nicki
either.
Minaj's husband or whoever she was dating was just some regular ass nigga
Exactly.
before they got pregnant. He was
But that's a
Money
minority.
isn't everything in that-
how much
in
does
that
how,
realm, too.
how often do you see that though? That's a minority. That's once in a blue
You see
moon.
it
But the
pretty
thing is, there
often,
are
I'd
some
say,
females
too.
that do have money. There's some women that do have money that will take care of a man. You just got to be the right nigga.
Exactly.
But that's a minority. You can't go off that. We're going off the majority. That's a minority.
Yeah, but I don't look at myself as the majority. I look at myself as like myself. You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah, but girls, specifically women, when they're at that level of status, they want that 1% man. Obviously, there'll be like, obviously not all of them, but if they want that 1% man that's already at the status they're at, they're going to want them to be already above them. So if they're already above them, if they're not above them, then they got to be confident, they got to be a leader, they got to have some traits to get it above her, because like I said, women don't like equals.
Yeah, I feel you, but at the same
But
time,
that goes either ways. If you had the money too, you'd be looking for those same.
You wouldn't know, because if
attributes,
you
too.
have that money, you wouldn't care about a female's money. Because what would you
you'd
want?
be looking for those same attributes too.
You don't want a female that's a leader, though. You don't want that.
Why?
No, but I would want
Because
somebody
then she
that's
becomes masculine.
independent and
But I would
strong,
want her- yeah.
and strong-minded, and
because I definitely don't want my girl to be a follower. I don't want her to be following her dumbass friends and then shit start going wrong.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's why
Like,
your girl has to follow you. Only you. Not her girlfriends, not her little hoe
yeah, but
friends.
you got to remember that
You.
there's two sides to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, just two sides to every man, there's two sides to every woman. At least that's what I believe. Like, you act one way with your friends and you act one way with, you know, the person that you're in a relationship
Right.
with. So I feel like when she's with you, yeah, she's going to follow you. But when she's with them, she's going to take whatever you taught her and go based off of that. So if you just showed her to just follow you around, follow, when she get around her little dumbass friends and she the one with the money because of you, they gonna just follow, and she gonna follow.
No, because then she's going to be the leader of her group with her friends. She's going to take what I instilled into her with her friends and with her new
But you
experiences
gotta
now.
teach her to be a leader. You can't teach somebody to be a leader.
Well, not
if
a
you just
leader,
expect
not
them
a
to
leader.
follow you.
She has to follow my lead.
Okay.
I never want a girl that's a leader, but she has to
Okay.
follow my lead. But that, like I said, that's not a minority, but you have to be the right person. You can't be, some will say toxic, controlling. You can't be on that kind of level, But if you're doing it and you have a strict, like, the reason why I am the way I am, especially in relationships, I don't like wasting time. I'm a busy guy myself. I have a goal that I want to accomplish. So if I'm not letting anything distract me from that goal. So if a woman wants to be with me, that's totally fine. But I let her know up front what it is because I'm a busy guy. You know what I mean?
That's good. That's good, as you should. That's the way it's supposed to be. And I feel like a lot of men don't do that. That's where we end up falling backwards. I feel like we have this mindset in the beginning, and we start off so good until we find a woman that we think is going to bring us to that next level, and then you just end up spending money. Like, one of my biggest pet peeves that's annoying when it comes to women is that when you first meet them and you start talking about all your goals and your plans and how you trying to save money and how you trying to do this, and this, but we could do a little something, they take a little something as, like, you rich right away. Like, it makes it impossible for you to continue what it is you want to do because she don't realize the double paying. Like, yeah, even if you got the money to do it, like, just because you got the money to spend it don't mean you need to spend it or you want to spend it. You know what I mean? Like,
I have a rule with that, actually. So what I do specifically with girls, with women, I take them out on one date, right? I'll take them to a nice place, no problem. Obviously, then I'll spend $1. But I take them on that one date just so they know how it could be. I'm not going to give her all that up front until she proves to me. Me personally, when I'm in relationships, I don't like to be in relationships right away. I like to talk for at least maybe a year, maybe 2. Because if I'm going to get serious with somebody and that's going to be my woman, she's going to represent me, then it has to be time. It's not something you just rush into.
As you should. That's definitely makes sense. A year or two is
a year,
a
yeah,
little
a
deep.
year or 2.
You don't think so? But
Two is
But like you said, think about this
beastie.
though, because at first you get in the
John's gonna be
honeymoon stages. You're in the
doing their
honeymoon
thing.
stages, then you start fighting, and then it goes off that. But think about it like
you
this:
think a girl's gonna wait for you for 2 years though?
if she wants to be with me, yes.
Like, for sure, 2 years.
See, I feel like a lot of the reason why I feel like most women wouldn't wait is because I feel like you said, the honeymoon stage, and then there goes like the fighting when everything gets regular. I feel like the reason why the fighting comes in is because somebody doesn't commit. You know what I mean? Somebody does not lock in and say, all right, this is actually what I want to do. Because regardless of anything, no
Commitment,
matter how
right.
much y'all love each other during that time, if y'all not committed to each other, like, that option of you always going to be with somebody else or her always going to want to be with somebody else could always still be on the table.
Right, and that was one of my priorities too that I said.
And that's a
That's a big
minority. What
one.
I'm saying is a minority. A lot of I'll be honest, I lost a lot of women because of how I am. But that's good because it weeds out the ones I don't want. You know what I mean? But that's how I go
2 years
about it.
is a long time.
That might be like a drag, maybe like a year, but like at the end of the day, it takes a while to really get to know
No,
somebody.
a year is not bad, and I definitely
year's
think,
not bad.
yeah, you should take time to get to know somebody, because in the beginning, like you said, everything is peaches and cream and shit. Like,
And let me ask you guys, how long do you think it takes to truly get to know somebody? The whole, like, to actually get to know them?
I feel like you never completely get to know somebody until like y'all like married, and even still, then I feel like you don't know a person.
So
Very
you live
true.
together.
Even then, you know what I mean? Some people
That's
go in the
true.
bathroom and live a whole different life. You know what I mean? Some
Exactly, yeah.
people, your husband is out working and you home, nobody know what you could be a whole different person. You could be dressed up in a mask on TikTok being an AI for all the world know. You know what I mean? Like,
my
there's
biggest
no
fear.
telling what someone else is doing when they're alone. That's why I never really say like, yo, I know somebody like down to the wire, because it's just like a lot of
You
stuff.
know
don't
what they
happen.
allow you to let
Exactly.
them.
Exactly.
Right, they put different faces on in front of you.
A
That's
lot of
what I was
different
gonna say.
people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem nowadays. Not a lot of people aren't as genuine as they claim to be. So, especially with women, men, regardless how you want to put it, it equals the same, because nowadays men aren't who they say they are, women aren't who they say they are. So now it's just a big fucked up.
You use the
Society.
big word that everybody needs to start focusing on, which is genuine, because nobody does anything like genuinely anymore. Everybody
real,
does
straight
something
up.
with just expecting something out of you. Like, no one does anything from like the goodness out of their heart no more. You know what I mean? Like, there be people on the side of the road and their car literally just be needing a jump, and there be 1,000 niggas that will just drive by them. But then when their car gets stuck, they expected for somebody to stop and help them. But it's just like, you didn't even take the 2 seconds out of your time to see, you know, and I'm not saying you have to, you know what I mean? Because of course everybody got shit to do, but they if the guy stood up with a sign and said, "Yo, I got $50,
Whoever can
help me jump my car," somebody gonna help him.
Yep.
But if the nigga just need help, nobody's gonna take time out of their day to
And
help
it's
him.
funny you said that because I had an experience with something like that literally this week when I was at work, right? So I make it a thing before I leave. I always say bye to everybody. I always make sure everybody's getting home safe. That's the thing I personally do myself. So I was doing it as I do before I leave. And one of these new people came up to me. He's like, I like that about you. He's like, that was really wholesome of you. And I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, I haven't heard like stuff like that in a while. Genuine, wholesome. Like people
That
don't
shit probably
say that
give you
nowadays.
chills and make you feel like feeling like a good, genuine person because it's just like it's rare. It's
Yep,
easy to be
yep.
a dickhead.
Especially
you know what I mean?
nowadays, you don't hear that nowadays.
Nah.
I always say this too: putting out good vibes, you attract good vibes.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you put out into the world, you
That's
attract.
what you get
back.
in. Yes. That's
Yeah.
why they say words is power. That's why I've been trying to change like the way I say everything. Like even y'all know this, be trying to change like girls to women just for the simple fact that like just out of a respect thing. You know what I mean? I don't want a woman to be watching our podcast and be like, oh yeah, these three boys.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Three
Nah,
boys.
100%.
three men.
Wildin'.
Like, you feel me? So that's why I try to switch up my words a little bit because I can't get tight. Shorty, call me a little boy, and I'm over here calling them little girls and shit. So,
Yeah, right.
but what you put out is what you get in. You know what I mean? So,
The same energy and like you said, words are powerful. You put something out, you say it out, you write it down, whatever you do, you're manifesting it to get yourself into that position. Then you start realizing little stuff here and there, then you're like, oh wow, I manifested this and I got to this opportunity. But a lot of times when people get like that, they're just waiting to boom. But at the end of the day, you got to enjoy the ride as you're going instead of just looking for the boom. You're looking for the major excitement when you're not enjoying the trials and tribulations, like we were saying on the last podcast.
and it's crazy too because honestly, that was one of my biggest things when it came to How we doing on time?
No, we're good. We're good.
Okay, that was one of my biggest things when it came to a relationship. Because I always wanted to get straight to like all the nice pictures, like the boom, like you said, all the nice pictures, the honeymoons, the crazy sex, the loving on the family, being able to just walk in my crib, like that's what you want, you know what I mean? Like what Drake said, leave a toothbrush at your crib or something like that. Like everybody want that, but it's just like right away. But it's just like the trials and tribulations you got to go through to get to that is nobody wants to stick through that no more, which kind of makes it hard. Is at the moment stuff start getting complicated, a lot of women just walk away nowadays. They like, damn, I got so many options. What I'm gonna sit here and deal with this, and it might be something so small. She just may not like the fact that you always working, or she don't like the fact that you always in the gym, or she don't like how you save your money, or she don't like your friends, or she don't like one small thing, and they out of there nowadays. And I feel like as men, we need to start doing that because we constantly look at those red flags and we just be like, fuck it.
Walk right through
You know,
that.
what I
know
think
what I
is the
mean?
problem is I think we're not humble anymore. Like both sides is not humble. We're all always trying to be better than the other, trying to step up and do what you think the other one's gonna do because you had it done to you in the past and stuff like that. And we can't work like that. You can't live in the past. We all grow. We all are changing. We are becoming who we
Growing into ourselves.
think we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we have to take time and in every relationship we have to give our full effort into it. Like it's the humbling of ourselves. It's gotta happen because we're not gonna go anywhere trying to get into each other's brains, trying to manipulate the one to think the next because you think that it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny you said
it's
that
kid
too,
stuff.
because
We gotta grow up. Like
and nowadays the problem is a majority of women will be hoes. They'll be promiscuous, but that doesn't go for all of them. And a lot of men, we're gonna be honest. Yes, we'll tell you straight up. A lot of men are bums. They don't do anything for themselves, and that's turning into the majority nowadays. So the perception of everybody on both sides is fucked up. But we can't let that stop us and thinking that's everybody, even though that is the majority. But like I said, that is still the minority too. You will find that. It may be rare to find a man like that or a woman like that, but it's still possible.
It's definitely true. I think that has I think since, we always be talking about, social media and stuff like that, I think that plays a huge part in it. Like celebrities, what they be saying in the interviews, what people watch on TV, the type of music people listen to, like, I think that has a huge effect on, like, the way we even value our relationships. And what kind of throws me off when it comes to women is, like, y'all listen to this music that's just nothing but degrading a man and how he treat a woman, and you singing it, and life is good, and he calling you bitch, hoe, slapping, every name he could think of, and you just
Degrading, yeah.
you calling yourself all of these names, and you thinking you lit. You know what I mean? I don't understand. Females don't, a woman don't like when a man call her a bitch, but you walk around calling yourself a bad bitch. That's your Instagram name. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now you mad because he called you that because that's how you acting. Well, what you expect? You know what I mean? I feel like social media, these celebrities, they got a lot to play in that because it's confusing their heads. Like we said earlier, what you put out is what you get in. So if you driving around and all you listening to is how you a hoe, you a this, you a that, and you start living like that because you trying to live like how these celebrities is living. Now you mad that people treating you, how they seeing you, how you
portraying you.
Exactly. And now you want to be mad, but it's just like, I think that all ties back to like what you listen to, what you do when you go home. You know, you said you do a lot of reading, which is good. A lot of people don't read. A lot of people, as soon as we graduate, like myself, I don't want to pick up a book no more. I was forced to do it all that time. Now I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? And I feel like there's only certain traits that we should have kept with us in our generation that is slowly withering away. You know what I mean? I feel like the older generation, when they dealt with relationships and stuff like that, it was a lot more commitment because it wasn't all of this social media. The music wasn't the way it was. What's on TV was not on TV. Niggas ain't kissing niggas, girls ain't kissing girls. You know, to each his own, but all that stuff wasn't on TV.
The music was still kind of there, but not as much as it is today. Yes, and like you said, there wasn't that many options. There wasn't a position where females can say, "Oh shit, I can get better than my man," and put them in that position. Like nowadays, which is crazy.
And they got at least song "Rip Me Out the Plastic." I've been got these bitches going crazy. Like they hear, bro. It's sad. Like every time a song come out, like Ice Spice, now every bitch want to shake ass in a deli.
Like it's Hot Girl Summer, and the thing what they gotta
Reds.
understand about Hot Girl Summer, it's a very cold winter.
Yeah.
You enjoy that summer. But once that summer ends, it's a very cold winter.
Ain't no shaking your ass on nobody's car now. Shovel your ass out that driveway, bitch, since you wanted to shake your ass on somebody's car.
Exactly.
Nah, bro.
And what would you guys say? Let's go back to the dating aspect. What's the best way? We'll start with a man's perspective. What's the best way to help your woman in a relationship? Make her better. What would you guys say?
If you want me to be honest, you might not like my answer. But I think it's helping her pursue her dreams first. Like, see what it is she's doing and try to help her progress in there because...
But what if that stops you? What if that holds you back from your dreams?
Yeah,
what's more important?
Of course. But that's why I'm going to try to balance it out. You know what I mean? As far as, like, help her out with her dreams, like, if I run into a girl that want to be a nail tech and I got a few funds that could possibly get her some gadgets, you know what I mean? Or I could find her some people that she could do nails and stuff to make a little bit more bread. I want to see how hard she's willing to work because I feel like that's going to help me determine how hard I need to work. You know what I mean? Because if I got a hard-working woman, I see she's portraying her dreams, I know I'm going to make my money. I'm going to come home, I'm going to chill a little bit. You know what I mean? I ain't going to go break my back, go crazy because I got a hard-working woman as well. So when the time comes for us to put the money together or whatever it is we decide to do, I know we're going to be straight because if I can't do it, she can. You feel me?
But that's a good way. You actually said it in a good sense.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because the way he said it is in a good sense. He's giving her, it's like a trial. He's giving her that trial to see how she does with that pressure, with the job itself, because if she does good, then he can add her to his business, see where she can help him and see her strengths and her weaknesses. So that is a good point that you said. But how I would look at that, the only thing I would say against that is, if you have the time to do that, yes, but you never should let it get you distracted from the main mission. Because if that's going to take time off you get into your main mission, you could have had it in this amount of time when instead you had it this amount of time because you had something hold
you
you
shouldn't
back.
be getting into a relationship if you weren't, set with yourself in the first place.
That's a very good point, too. That is a very good point.
So if you're given,
But nowadays, people don't wait till they're set, until they're ready.
advice on how to be successful and follow your dreams and stuff like that, I'd hope that your dreams have already been, completed and everything. You're very comfortable in doing your thing with whatever you're supposed to be successful in your life before you're worrying about somebody else's.
But do you think nowadays a lot of people wait before they're successful to get into relationships, or do you think they just jump in?
Because the problem now is because now nobody's dating for love no more. Everybody's dating for help. Everybody's dating for clout or help.
Position,
That ass.
yeah.
That's very
Like, oh yeah, he got a good job, and I got 3 kids, so let me see
Let
if
me
I
see,
could look
what
good.
I can swindle.
You know what I
over
mean?
here, you know what I'm saying?
It's either that or oh yeah, we would look good together. We would blow up and have cute babies. That's it. Like they're not focused on nothing else other than the fact that we could probably have cute kids. We hate each other. We don't got nothing in common. We don't talk. Our families don't get along. But you cute and I'm cute, so let's just have cute kids and see how this turn out. That's what our generation is doing.
These
right
women
now.
are criminals nowadays. Just straight criminals.
Yes,
This is insane.
for real, for real. Real life criminals, bitches steal like crazy. I never in my life
They're
knew
better
so
than
many
some of the
women steal.
scammers I
Yeah,
know.
for real.
It's crazy.
They
They're better
nice.
than Punch Me in Death.
For real. For real, bro. And they so low with it too, like everywhere. Stores,
Yo,
your house.
lower than
everywhere.
You'll never know.
lower
For
than
real.
You would never know.
Real. It's crazy.
Well, let me ask you guys another question. Would you guys say, all right, in a relationship with your woman, what do you like to do with her? Like, do you like to take her on dates? Do you like to just sit home, watch Netflix, cuddle? What do you, as a man, like to do with your woman when she's your woman?
What do I like to do?
Regular day. It doesn't have to be like anything crazy. Just on a regular day. What's your day to day with your woman?
Something different, to be honest. Like, I'm an active person, so like I would expect my woman to be active too, whoever it is, you know. So if it's we're going outside, going on a hike, or we going playing some ball, cause she know I love to play ball, or we going to try some food, some exotic food. Like it really doesn't matter. Like you know, time is makes a lot in a relationship. So
Okay,
wherever we're
okay.
going, just we just have to be together and we're doing something that's different.
And what would you say?
I would kind of say the same thing in a way. I like to go out, but I also, there's a time to play and then there's a time to work. So it's just, like he said, just every day something different. Like, I don't want to be doing the same thing all the time. It gets boring. You know what I mean? Like, that's how relationships die out quick. You get used to doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
she
just
has to
like-
be open-minded too,
Yeah,
for sure. Like
the
she
biggest
can't be
thing.
like, "Oh, I don't want to go here because
Yeah.
I don't like seafood."
Mm-hmm.
And
I don't
now,
like.
do you
like-
guys let your woman pick where to eat, or is that your decision?
I always say, like, that she could pick, because I could find something to eat anywhere, to be honest with you. Like, especially, I be
Very
hot.
true. I'm a simple guy. I like burgers. So,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
you feel
saying?
me? I can
I'll
eat
get a
finger
burger
foods and
for
shit. I be eating like
Anyway.
a kid.
See, I agree with that, but me personally, when I go on dates, I tell them, like, all right, we're going here. She doesn't like it, obviously, we can change it, but I tell them we're going here because in a woman's eyes, that's me being a leader. That's me, so she doesn't have to sit there, because a lot of times you ask a woman what she want to eat, what does she say? I don't know. What do you want? 99.9% of the time. So if you're taking that action to take that foot up, she's going to realize it. She's going to recognize it. And then that's another point in her book.
See, the only hard part is, these damn Poconos, bro, is just so limited. Like,
Yeah.
we've been everywhere. So it's just like, I really don't be knowing, because it's just like, how many times you going to take a bitch to Red Robin? You know what I
No,
mean?
that's
Like,
true. So your situation is a lot harder because, yes,
you
you're
know what I
limited to environment.
Yeah, so it's just like, we don't got a choice. It's either this or we going to sit in the car for an hour to go to New Jersey or New York or something. And
So besides that, put all that aside, your first date doesn't have to be Pennsylvania, doesn't have to be in New York, anywhere. What is your ideal first date? Where are you taking your girl?
Dubai. We're going to Dubai.
What are you doing in Dubai?
Nah, I was kidding.
Okay.
First day,
they trying to ride some
yeah, we gonna spend some racks. Like, first day. Again, time means a lot, so it really doesn't matter. We can go anywhere for like. We just walk and talk, to be honest, and be a good day. It'd be a great day, you know what I'm saying? It just depending on the vibe and what type of energy she's giving, what type of energy I'm putting back out there. It really could be anything. Just go with the flow.
But
for
what would you be your go-to first date?
go to?
Yeah. She said, tomorrow we're going on a date. You pick everything. What is it going to be?
Let's go skydiving. Let's go something different. Like I don't know. Let's go bungee jumping. Let's go jump into a blue hole. Like you know, one of them.
Something extravagant.
Some wild. You know,
Okay,
something
okay.
for the memories. You know?
That's good. That's
that
really
was
good.
stick in my head. It's like, oh,
Mhm.
she's
It's always
one
going
that
to be in her head.
had some
smart.
crazy Some crazy idea.
And you'll be the only one who done that.
That's real smart.
What would you say?
Sheesh. I don't know. I'm gonna keep it a little simple. I'm not gonna cap. We might go out to eat, you know, like a little nice restaurant, a little bar or something. Only because, like, for a first date, like if I'm taking the time out of my day to sit down and see you, I want to pick your brain a little bit. See, you know what I mean? See if you get a drink. See if you start talking a little bit more, because you know alcohol be making them talk a little more. See what you say about that. See how you eat. You know, see if you one of them uppy like girls that try to eat slow and proper and all of this stuff, or you gonna be regular with me? Like, how comfortable are you with me? And then, like you said, probably go on like a walk, go on like a hike or something after, so we could just keep talking. Like, my biggest thing on first dates is like conversation. You know what I mean? Like, if we can't talk constantly and we just sitting here in silence, is a dub.
Clipped.
For
Yeah.
sure.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
I would say, me personally, I like to do, this is what I would do. I would go to a nice sushi place, right? We'd start at the sushi place, pick her up, get her some flowers. You know me, I'm on my sweet shit. So, so we get her the flowers, then we go to the sushi spot, right? So after the sushi spot, I'll take her, we'll go to the beach maybe, just walk on the beach, talk, get to know each other more. And then we might end the night, you know, back at my place, back at her place. Either way, we're gonna know each other 1,000 times better than before.
I'm crying. See, but remember that's
but
what
that's
your
how, that's how
problem
we
was.
would do it without the beach.
But,
like,
but you said that's what your problem was too before, that sometimes you be moving too fast. You know what I mean? You said you always.
my
Sound
biggest
like a
problem.
TV show myself.
No, my biggest problem. This is what really messes me up. I've been single for so long because I've been focusing on my goal that now when I go to talk to women, I don't want to wait for the bullshit. I just want to get straight to the point. So now a lot of that time, I'm like, I don't do the texting back and forth. I don't like doing that. I'm bad on my phone. So that's what it kind of just goes like that. But we're getting better. I still need to find a wifey. So if you look good, slide in my DMs, King the Frank, baby.
Yeah, I'm crying.
Okay. Let's see. What are some ways you can keep the romance alive in a relationship? We'll make this a strictly dating pod right now.
I would say, like,
Staying open-minded.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
your sexual appeal gotta always be different.
Always
like,
be different.
you feel me? That's how both of y'all is gonna stay attracted to one another. Like,
You should always be going above and beyond for each
yeah,
other.
You feel
You
me?
should never do the least for one another. You know, if you going out, like, make sure you like it's like the first time you went out on a date, like with this guy, like you want to pop out for real, like put on the nicest fit that you have. Like, if you put on makeup, I mean, I'm not a makeup guy, like, but you know, whatever you're doing, putting your hair together, you know, getting it curled up, whatever, you know, look, you know, because I'm doing the same thing. I'm putting on the fits because I'm going out with, you know, the lady of my dreams for real. Like, we're going wherever. We're going to movies, we're going to shopping, like, we stepping out, you know what I'm saying? We're stepping out together.
100%. What would you say?
Ask the question again, bro.
So what could you do to keep the relationship alive? So it's getting warm.
Oh, like I was saying, I think what y'all do in the bedroom, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of the times men get bored, you know what I mean? Or sometimes a woman could get bored. And it's just like, clearly you had some type of sexual appeal with that person in the first time in the beginning that made y'all like take it a step further. But you just keep doing what you're doing when you first met. You ain't never gonna get nowhere. Like, I feel like sometimes a lot of women, they confuse standards and adjusting. You know what I mean? Like, they look at their standards, oh, I'm not going to do this and this because I don't want to do it, and nobody's going to make me do nothing because I'm not trying to be controlled or whatever the fuck it is. Instead of looking at it as like, you know, maybe he's trying to open my mind up a little bit more. You know what I mean? I feel like as long as you stay open-minded in all aspects of that, I feel like your relationship is going to last, because a lot people, it sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck to say everybody likes sex, but that's like a strong part in a relationship. If you don't have no sexual appeal, like, constantly in your relationship, exactly, because you're going to start seeing other people and you always going to be thinking like, yo, what if I was with this person? I wonder how this would be with this person. But if y'all lit all the time in the bedroom,
there's no reason to
they're not even
think
going to think
otherwise.
twice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're not even going to think twice.
It's like, damn, what's she gonna do next? Like, oh, for real. Like, she was doing the wild shit last night. Like,
And that's the thing with the guys nowadays, because they'll be in relationships and once they get comfortable, they start going watching more Netflix. They stop going to the gym as much. They don't work as much. And that's why the woman starts losing attraction for the man because he's not who he was when she first met him and when she first had that attraction for him. And same with the females, but it's more on the guy side, I would say.
I feel like
not as much.
Women have a huge part to play in that though, because that goes back to what I was saying about them not knowing like how to let you save and let you do what you got to do when you start talking to them. You know what I mean? I feel like before you talking to a woman, you going to the gym, you working on your body, you going to sleep on time, you saving your bread, and then you get a woman and now y'all gotta have date night. You know what I mean? Now she need money for her hair, her nails. Money you could have put towards something else. You know what I mean? Now you just had the best pussy of your life from your girl at that time, and
Girls are expensive.
yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah,
For
they're a bill.
A bill.
They're a bill.
A rack.
A monthly bill.
More than a bill.
No, for real.
Monthly bill.
They worse than
That's a
having
mortgage.
kids. They worse
The
than having
mortgages. It's crazy nowadays. And the thing is with like, and this is the problem because we're not just gonna go on the women, the men too. Men nowadays, like me, I'm more honest with my women, and I lose a lot of women because of it. But men nowadays, they'll just lie and sell the dream, and then that's when the woman gets hurt. He just fucks her. He just leaves. He puts her in the sex only category because if he likes that girl and he wants to be with her, by telling her that women can't handle the truth, by telling her the truth, she's either gonna leave him or there's a real chance of her staying. Like we were talking about before, you have to be a certain type of person and have that certain amount of time with that female or with that woman to be able to have her stay after you cheated on her. Most women will not do that. So that would be the one and she'll be gone. You know what I mean?
Should be changed in the first place, but you know.
That's true. That's true. And this is what I think. Do you guys think, this is me personally, I don't know, you guys might agree, you guys might not, but a woman cheats, even if the guy has a complete asshole, it's never in the right. A woman should never cheat because she's only hurting herself. She's not. Doesn't hurt the man. That only hurts herself. That's adding less value to her. You guys agree?
I don't know. I'm a little confused. So
Then if I cheat,
Yes. Well, yes.
oh, okay. Wait, which is worse?
Because no, a woman cheating, right, versus a man cheating. It's not. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. Sorry.
cheating.
If a
is
man
cheating.
is a complete asshole, right?
Cheating is cheating.
Cheating, no.
Cheating
But
is
yes,
cheating.
but if a man is a complete asshole, a woman still should not cheat because that's losing her value. That's making her value less than it already was.
If he's an asshole,
Because it's
he's an
only hurting
asshole, though.
herself. Yes, if he's an asshole, he's an asshole, but she's only hurting herself because that doesn't hurt the guy by her going and fucking somebody else. That's only hurting
I feel
herself
like
and her
she got
value.
with him when he was an asshole. She should have known he was an asshole.
It doesn't matter about him being an asshole. He's a great guy. But
Yeah.
listen. The
He's a
point.
great guy.
He's a great guy. But listen, if a
Getting out
woman
of a
cheats, right, she loses value. She's only hurting herself. She's not hurting the guy she was just with. Yeah, it might suck for the guy, but she's hurting herself long term. Because let's say you're with a girl, right? Okay. And she cheats, you're not gonna have the same respect for her as you did before. Or if she goes and bees with somebody else, you're not gonna have the same respect for her, right? It's the same way of thinking about it. It's all about the perspective, how you see it.
Right.
But like I said, she loses value. She doesn't gain value by doing that. She hurts herself, nobody else.
Right. But I lose value too
No, you
if I
don't.
cheat.
Because women like men who can get a lot of women.
What if I'm friends with her friends? And you know what I'm saying? That was my crew. And then boom, now she's talking about me, talking about, oh, this nigga's trash, this nigga's that ain't shit. Da. Now I'm fucked, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm looked up
Just for
looked-
that circle, though.
as undervalued, you know? So
Yeah, but
But regardless, you got to
is cheating.
understand that
women
regardless,
find out everything.
even if you're the best
Everything.
person in the world versus the worst person, a female's still gonna talk shit and be like, "Yeah, I left him, blah blah blah. He was trash. All this, regardless, you could be the best person in the world. You could have gave her everything. Don't matter. You know, women are still gonna talk. They're still gonna be how they are. Women are more sociable creatures than men. Like I said in the first podcast. That's why women are more
well, at
nurses,
that point, then,
teachers.
I know my body, you know what I'm saying? If no one's gonna lie on my name, you know what I'm saying? So if it's like,
But
if it's
think
like
about this.
that,
Would
and I
that
know
hurt you?
how
If they don't know you, they can say what they want. But
that's what I'm
you
saying.
don't
If I
know.
don't know you,
Yeah.
then if you don't know me, I don't know you.
I
then,
saw
you
this
know what I'm
great
saying? It
quote the
doesn't
other
matter.
day, and I was talking to him about it, and they said, if you got a problem, text me. If you don't have my number, we're not close enough for you to have a problem with me. I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's true. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
But I would have her number though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Fuck it. She could text me. You know what I'm saying? But you will be unblocked. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
You will be unblocked.
Okay, so we got into a lot of different topics today. It was mostly a dating podcast for the most part for today. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up everything now. We got about 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna let Justin and Chris say what they gotta say, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. So go ahead, Justin, say whatever you want.
No, it was
Let 'em
just
know.
a good podcast, you know, good conversation, stuff like that. Yeah, just keep liking it up, you know what I'm saying? Keep showing support. And yeah, good
Yes,
shit,
sir.
man.
Yeah, just show love. You feel me? If y'all got something specific that y'all want to hear opinions, like maybe y'all should comment it down below so that we could maybe take that into consideration because we're still new to this. You feel me? Like the first podcast and then the second podcast, like all of it is new to us. Like just because we
Yeah,
watch it,
facts.
it's different when you see it. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, there was a lot of things that we didn't really have figured out. So it may seem like it's ass right now, but if y'all just stick it out with us, you feel me? It's gonna be way better. You feel me? We're gonna have more guests here. We
If
got
y'all
a lot
got
of stuff we
questions
working
too,
with.
just throw questions in the comments
Yep.
too. You know,
Drop
what I'm
all the
saying, that you
comments. We'll answer
something
a
that
whole
you
bunch.
want us to discuss. Yeah, we'll
But
go
y'all
over it.
gotta help us. You feel me? Give y'all more time because we all working. You feel me? So we don't have a lot of time. So if y'all make us rich, we could sit here and do this all day.
For
you
sure.
Feel me? Like y'all gotta help us
I
out
have
a
no
little bit.
problem chatting about it. No chat.
Nah, we gonna get there. We gonna get there. Like they said, this
Love
is
the
very
chat.
new, and like you said, it's not. I wouldn't say ass. This is for what we are right now and how new we are. We're fucking killing it. I don't
Yeah,
care what anybody
we are
says.
killing it.
Our first video did crazy, and we're just gonna keep going up with that momentum. This is Two Tone Talk. You already know what the vibes are. You feel me? Follow me at King DeFrank on Instagram, YouTube, social media, everywhere. Apple Music. I got my $1 million drop shipping, $1 million mine. We got $1 million agency, and I also got my book coming out very soon. I'm gonna give you guys more details on that. Stay tuned, and we're also gonna have a YouTube video dropping very shortly. We got Justin and we got CJ. It's your boy the King. You already know the vibes. It's Two Tone Talk, baby. Let's get it. Yes, sir.